Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Right now, we're jumping headfirst into the incredibly competitive world of consumer audio by putting the massively popular Raycon Everyday Headphones totally under the microscope. We're going to unpack that slick marketing, dive straight into the raw customer data, and answer the one big question. Do these actually deliver on all their promises, or is it just really, really brilliant branding?
Here's our game plan for today. 1. We'll meet the contender. 2. Look at the big feature promises. 3. Do a customer reality check. And 4. We'll deliver the final verdict. Let's get into it.
So this is the central tension we are unpacking today. Can $98 actually buy you premium audio? We really want to test if affordable gear can genuinely disrupt the super expensive tiers of the audio market. Or, if you still just get what you pay for.
Section 1. Meet the contender. Let's break down those base specs.
Okay, so for a very clean $98, you're getting an over-ear form factor that's driven by 40mm drivers, and those are tuned specifically for deep bass. Now, what does 32 ohms impedance actually mean for you? Basically, your standard smartphone can drive these perfectly without needing some external clunky amp. Plus, you get an IPX4 rating. That means they're absolutely going to survive your sweatiest gym session or getting caught in a rainy commute without totally frying. And this quote right here completely tracks with Raycon's core mission. They are explicitly calling out the audio industry's tendency toward sky-high prices and totally confusing jargon. They aren't trying to be this ultra-luxury, elite brand. They're very deliberately positioning themselves as the accessible, everyday tech alternative for the rest of us.
Moving on to Section 2, the big feature promises. This is what Raycon claims on paper. This is pretty fascinating. Raycon claims to use these tiny, concealed microphones to constantly analyze outside noise. If you turn on active noise canceling, they produce an opposing signal to just block the world out completely. But, and here's the cool part, with a quick switch over to awareness mode, those exact same mics flip and actively funnel ambient sound right into your ears. So you can hear a flight announcement or your own voice on a Zoom call, literally without ever touching the headset. It's kind of like having a volume knob for the real world. 38 hours. That massive number is their promised battery life on a single charge. Raycon pushes this specific benchmark heavily to give you absolute peace of mind. They want you to know this headset isn't going to just randomly die mid-flight or right in the middle of a marathon workday.
And to back up that massive battery, they highlight a rapid charge feature. We've all been there, right? You realize your headphones are totally dead right as you're walking out the door. Well, a quick 15-minute boost here gives you 2 full hours of playback. You can literally plug them in, chug your morning coffee, and boom, your entire commute is completely covered. Section 3, the customer reality check. We are aggregating over 4,300 reviews. So what actually happens when over 4,000 real people put these marketing claims to the test? Honestly, the reception is overwhelmingly positive. Looking at the data, a massive 77% of buyers leave a perfect 5-star rating, with another 12% dropping 4 stars. That means nearly 90% of purchasers are super happy with their $98 investment. But, as you'll see, that remaining 11% tells a really important story we can't ignore. When we let the AI crunch the numbers on the review sentiment, a very clear pattern pops out. On the good side, users are literally raving about the crystal clear audio, the absolute marathon battery life, and this butter soft padding. But then, on the bad side, we see some distinct hardware complaints. Specifically, we're seeing left side volume dropouts, failing power buttons, and a physical footprint that for some people is just way too large, like causing them to slip right off their heads during workouts. This glowing 5-star review, though, perfectly captures the hype. Beyond validating the active noise canceling and the sound quality, just look at that Bluetooth range. Walking all the way out to the mailbox while the phone is sitting in the kitchen and still keeping a perfectly clear signal? I mean, that is exactly the everyday reliability Raycon is selling us. But okay, here's the flip side. You've got this 1-star review detailing some serious, frustrating hardware defects. Just 3 weeks in. 3 weeks, and this user is dealing with inadequate volume and a faulty left ear cup. It's a pretty stark reminder of the gamble you sometimes take with budget-friendly tech. When we isolate the very specific review metrics, the dividing line is super obvious. Sound and comfort, those are massive wins for sure. Noise cancellation definitely holds its own. But reliability takes a noticeable hit because of those hardware failures we mentioned. And the fit?
The fit is highly polarizing. Over half of the negative mentions regarding fit complain that the headset is simply too loose for active use.
All right, Section 4, the final verdict. Are they actually worth the $98?
So let's break it down. Who should actually hit add to cart? Honestly, these are a fantastic buy for budget-conscious listeners, sweaty gym goers who are really going to leverage that IPX4 rating, and remote workers who just need a totally reliable mic and endless battery life. However, actually scratch that. They are absolutely the wrong fit for strict audiophiles, anyone with a smaller head size, or shoppers who demand flawless multi-year reliability over upfront savings.
I want to leave you with this thought to ponder. In a consumer tech world that is totally dominated by confusing specs, tiny incremental upgrades, and prices that are just creeping right toward that $500 mark, if $98 gets you 80% of the way there, is good enough the new luxury? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and remember to keep questioning the data behind the products you use every single day.